Hello? There. Okay. Christ. OBS updated right before I started this. I have to fucking reconfirm my settings, it seems. Even though they have not changed. Ever. Hopefully... Wish I had some way to test the game audio. Do I sound good? Do I need to tinker with this at all while I'm here on this menu? Howdy, Star Pressure. Welcome, welcome. Auspicious start, I know. I really hate streaming on the deck. May depend on game audio, but itself sound good. But startlingly high sound quality? Well, I guess the OBS update helped in some fashion. We're gonna have to check whether it's actually going to pick up game audio. But here's open. Go away. Yes, so today we are doing the Cabin Factory, unfortunately. The thing I've been dreading, if my folder will open. I'm not sure why the desktop icon is this goofy little clay frog, but it worries me. I'm certain they're a friend, probably. When has a horror game ever used a unassuming cute mascot for spooky things? Also, I have no idea how this is going to run. Apparently it works great on deck, but I am also running this, as always, in desktop mode with OBS in the background, which adds 2 massive performance overheads. Okay, good start. It has opened Steam. Okay. My cursor is frozen. Oh, there we go. There we go. Can I... Okay. Menu. No audio on the menu yet, so I cannot actually pick up whether it's working there. Howdy, Posthumous. Welcome, welcome. I like... audio. Can I, like, test it? I cannot test it. I think all game menus should have an audio test function as, like, basic accessibility. Thank you for the tier 1 subscription, Posthumous. Thank you, thank you. Audio menus don't make sounds. I mean, yeah, it's like the most basic feature you could ask for. I didn't make any modifications, so sure. Alright, well, let's try it, see if it works. If it doesn't, I'll have to exit out and do some live tinkering with OBS, and you all want to see that, I'm sure. It's the scariest thing to possibly see. Do I... okay. Oh, okay, alright.
Welcome to the Cabin Factory Corporation.
You have sound, awesome.
At the Cabin Factory, we pride ourselves.
That brief static occasionally is on my end as well. I hope that stops.
You will be one of our cabin inspectors. Congratulations. Due to a recent legal dispute that falsely claims some of our cabins are haunted, it's now mandatory to inspect every
Wait, is that
cabin
directional?
to ensure the safety of all users. It's important to highlight this claim is untrue, and that we have had 0 cases of serious anomalies proven to be the corporation's fault. We're positive you will carry out these inspections thoroughly and professionally. From the whole Cabin Factory Corporation family, have a wonderful first day.
Interesting that I'm an old
inspector.
woman.
By entering this elevator, you have accepted all the terms of your contract, which may be updated without notice.
Oh, Christ. Okay. Well, it's chugging a little bit, as I expected, but it's functional. And that staticky audio has stopped for now. I am really dreading this. I almost wish it hadn't functioned. You retire from your career, but quickly get bored, so you sign on the first dangerous job you find. Yeah, old ladies are adrenaline junkies. Okay, so we're in a factory. I'm not ready. I was reading the rules. We have to inspect these cabins, see if they're haunted. Press the button if there's danger. Any movement means the cabin is haunted. If nothing, the cabin is not haunted. Okay, so yeah, fuck this already. Fuck this. I'm probably not going to last an hour in this game. As all the banner ads are so wont to claim. I reserve the right to fully pussy out at any given time, and to blame my elevated hormones, because this is the first stream I am doing on Estradio. Or Estradiol, however the fuck you pronounce it. Oh, okay. The ambiance gets darker as I approach the cabin. Well, now, Becky, why did you choose to stream this if you hate it so much? Because I needed something, a one-off to stream, and this was in my queue for too long. I needed to... Hang on, that staticking is back. Can I modify that on the fly? Can I do anything in the... This is game audio, clearly that's the problem. Freedom Planet 2's corpse rotting in the corner. I tried to make Freedom Planet 2 work tonight, actually, but both of the people who I would have co-commentated that with, because I really need a co-commentator for FP2, for all the dead air, neither of them were there. And I needed something that I could do a short session of on short notice. And this seemed like a good fit. Let's see if turning down the master volume a little... Lower the graphic settings, the spooks happen more smoothly at you? Oh yeah, good point. I'm not used to having to modify graphic settings. They're all on medium, except for, what the fuck is SSR or defoul? Do you know what defoul means? I don't know about any of this shit, man. I'm playing consoles. Movement high, defoul low. Okay, graphics preset. What does low look like? Let's just try general low. Not too bad, actually. It's not as shiny, but, like, it's an anomaly horror game. Howdy, Vera. Welcome. Oh yeah, that runs so much better that my deck has actually stopped burning in my lap. So that's good. However, the staticky audio is still there. What can I do to change that? Because that's not... I thought that was maybe a performance issue. Fix the performance. Maybe it was the audio peaking. Evidently that wasn't it. Because no matter how quiet the audio is, it's still present. Lap, don't you have a dock? Yes, but I don't have it set up right now. And I somehow doubt that would help this specific issue. Um... I guess we're just gonna have to accept this little nit picking our ears. Fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck this. Now if I... That's a... That's a man. That's a dude in the cabin. Is he supposed to be here? Or does he come, like, default? Is he a ghost? I mean, usually with these anomaly horror games, they put you in default state first so you can get a sense for what you're meant to see and what you're not meant to see. What's wrong with his hand? Any movement means the cabin is haunted. If nothing moves, it's not haunted. He wasn't moving. Okay, is there any way I can fix this fucking... Jump scares... I should have known. I should have known. That's a good bit. I was like, wait, jump scares are off by default? And we call that schmuck bait, and tonight I am the schmuck. That's a good bit. Doesn't solve my problem. Problem's not dead dove do not eat ass moment, yeah. Wait, was there a jump scare button? So the option in gameplay was jump scares right at the bottom, and it was set to off, and I could toggle it to on. And I was like, that doesn't make much sense for an anomaly horror game, but cool. So I went to toggle it on for content, and it was a fake. It was a fake option. Twitch mode? I'm gonna assume that's one of them, like your viewers can throw in scares at you type things. I'm not gonna enable that because the game is already flying apart at the seams as is. So, dude in here, is your hand moving, or is that just an optical illusion? I was under the assumption that I would be alone. If you don't activate Twitch mode, it plays entire albums at random. I could believe that. I mean, he's eating food, and he's not moving. Is he a statue? Alright, fuck it, I'm gonna pull the deck out right in front of me, I'm gonna squint my eyes and just sprint forward. He's fine. Okay, this is a fake man. This is a fake dude who looks exactly like every FPS protagonist from the mid-2000s. What's it? I just got a haircut as well. I got my bisexual bob restored, because of the way they did my bangs, it has the unintended side effect of strands constantly falling in my face, even though they didn't when my hair was longer. Oh, don't tell me the cabins have an upstairs. Don't tell me that. God damn it. What is this factory? What are we making? Making dreams? Oh, there's the fucking frog. That thing's gonna Skinamarink telephone me. I guarantee it. Fuck this. Fuck this game. Dude, fuck this game. Fuck this game. Already. Nothing has even happened, and fuck this game. Well, the cabin seems kosher to me, even though there's a constant annoying staticking sound coming from it. The deck is back to burning up. That's fine. It's basically unavoidable when I'm running desktop mode OBS and a video game at once. I sure wish they would just put in Twitch integration in the regular fucking mode that plays the games properly. Let's clear it. Dude, fuck this game. Fuck this game, dude. What if I just don't go in? What if I just, like, luck of the draw it? Eventually, monkeys banging on the typewriter's effect, I have to get to 8 with a random chance. What's over there? Anything to put off actually going into the cabin. A friend of mine and I went to see Skinamarink in the theater. He'd never seen it. I have. He hated the phone jump scare, but I think it is top tier comedy. I struggle to laugh at literally anything in Skinamarink. That movie fucked me up so bad. So bad. And I just recently watched the short film that was the proof of concept for Skinamarink. And it is very sad. More sad than scary, but still plenty scary. You can see her through the fucking window. At least there is a window. Of course, I doubt anything spookums is going to be visible through the window. It's always going to wait till I cross the threshold. Seriously, why is it doing this? Can I condemn a cabin because it keeps making audio glitches at me? I don't want to go in. I don't want to play this game. I could have been playing Zero Ranger tonight. Or Jedi Survivor. Or anything. But I wanted to... This game is so short, and I was gonna only play it in one sitting to begin with. I was like, okay, one and done. I make no promises. Hold on 1 second. I'm back. This is so... I opened that door faster than I meant to. I think it's just the constant wind in the background. But it was also on the elevator, so it's probably like any ongoing noise. Oh no, does Proton DB mention anything about current audio glitches? No, works platinum. Right out of the box. Slight performance problems. Okay, well. We'll deal with it. Unless it starts getting too bad. In which case we won't deal with it. There's other space behind there. Dude, I can see all of the opportunities for me to get jump scared, right? Like, putting in wax dummies in here. Asking for trouble. I am... Fire is moving. Was the fire moving in the first cabin? Fire doesn't count, okay. I figured not. That would be very odd, but these anomaly games can be a little tricksy like that, you know? I hate that. I hate that so much. I hate that so much. I hate coming upstairs. I hate coming upstairs. So much. I don't see anything. But I'd go all the way upstairs. So let's just say we're clear. That was haunted. I was in there with a ghost and I didn't even know it. Probably because I didn't go all the way upstairs. Dude, fuck. You hear that? Over the weird nit that's burrowing into our eardrums?
The brutal fire that burned a family alive took place in an isolated cabin in the woods. 2 bodies were found calcinated on Sunday evening after 3 hikers noticed a huge column of smoke and immediately called 911. When emergency crews arrived just minutes later, the flames were still burning. According to our sources, a family of 4 lived in the cabin, a mother, a father, and their 2 children.
I think this one might be haunted.
Found on the scene belonged to the parents. The 2 children, a 10-year-old little girl and her 6-year-old brother, have not yet been found in the surrounding areas. The chief of the fire department announced the search operation will continue and said she has hopes of finding them alive. It is still unclear how the parents got trapped inside their own cabin, but the police have found clues that may indicate the fire was intentional.
Probably the mafia.
The investigation is ongoing.
Well, I don't know about you, but I don't think that was supposed to happen. What? Huh? That was supposed to happen? That wasn't a ghost? Did you guys plan for that? Is that part of the cabin experience? That didn't move, I guess? Well, God damn it. They're gonna make me endure supernatural activity It technically counts because it's not moving, aren't they? Wait, was this here before? So... Ah, ah. Uh... I heard something. I heard... Well, the door creaked, and then I swear to God... No, I swear to God, there was a footstep right in my ear. Right in my left ear, which is the ear which is receiving the directional audio toward the exit. Maybe the sound isn't moving. It's the sound of a door opening. I don't want to fucking fuck this. You need to confirm that something is moving. No, I don't. Okay, I'm pausing in 3, 2, 1. Oh, shit! I think this one might be haunted. I don't want to play this game anymore. I don't want to play this game anymore. I knew this one was gonna fuck with me with that. I played some scary ass games on the channel before. Okay, I knew this one was gonna fuck with me real bad. Some things are just tuned to my brain. Walking into a room and then having the room uh, change itself while I'm in the room is no. No, I don't like that. I didn't even see something was approaching me. I don't know if they had a model, if it was just ambient evil red light, but starting off hot. This cabin game sucks. Let's play Hungry Hungry Hippos. I fucking would. And what if I had it? Uh, can I go home? Can I clock out early? Can't. 3 hour bean stream? If it goes for 3 hours, it's gonna be like 1:30. Another reason I picked a short horror game to play tonight is that I woke up at like 5 in the morning this morning, even though I didn't have work today. So it's entirely possible that I will conk out like half an hour from now. And I was like, yeah, I don't want to risk that playing Jedi Survivor or what have you. You know, I saw everybody talking about R2 to run earlier. I didn't even register until just now that it is written on the sticky note with my instructions. Yeah, so this is a much better anomaly horror game than most. Because the dread I feel just considering entering the area which is artificial, entirely like prefab, in the middle of a very brightly lit business place. Uh, is much higher than the dread I felt in that subway tunnel, or the subway train, or the HoloLive offices. Yeah, so I was right, by the way. I thought that the scale model of the cabin floor was new, and as I was nearing in to inspect that, I got. Why does the cabin have to close behind you? A model with some heretic bullshit. Yeah, that reeked of chaos, I tell ya. Face? The face is normal as far as I can see. That's just gonna be there every time. Okay, that was a normal cabin. We did it. Thorough inspection. Confirmed ghostless, yep. This extra sucks because, like, okay, most anomaly stuff, like Exodate, what have you. Exodate's great. Like, Exodate is fantastic horror game. It is. There's a reason it spawned an entire subgenre. Most games that are like it, um, there's no immediate indication of a hostile force so much as just like a wrongness of reality. The fact that your pass fail condition is it haunted? Meaning, were you in the cabin with an entity, and did she realize that you were in the cabin with an entity? That is deep level fuckery for the Rebecca. That is. I'm gesticulating wildly, but you can't see because I don't have a face cam. I don't get one. How to root up to a Steam Deck, I imagine. I uh, fine. Tuned in for abject terror, damn it. I know you did. I know my suffering is content. Becky, you don't have to do this to yourself, but I just said I tuned in for abject terror. You all tuned in for this. I have an obligation. I've played so many horror games, dude, on stream and by myself. I'm largely numb to a lot of things. Something about this is really bothering me. And I knew it would. I knew it would. A lot of people say this is the scariest anomaly horror game. And you know what? I just know if I can steel my nerves enough to run into the cabin for just a second, I just know one of these times I'm gonna come out here and there's gonna be something outside. There's gonna be something outside. Guarantee it. That and or I'm gonna run to the cabin door and it's gonna be locked. That's what's gonna happen. I see evil laughs in chat. Movement outside of the cabin does not qualify as being haunted. Fine, the factory's fucking haunted. Okay, twist. This is a factory manufacturing ghosts. The cabins are just an unintended result. Guess we're doing cabins now. Dude, okay. Your hands are not on the controller. You cannot understand the overwhelming hostility I feel just attempting to move another step into this cabin. What's up, lady? Make it easy for me. Scare me right now so I don't have to go upstairs. She refuses. I've been streaming for 37 minutes and I haven't encountered one scare. Is that the same lady from the jump scare menu? It sure is. I'm sure that means nothing. Oh shit, the fire's moving, guys. We gotta condemn this place. I don't I don't I don't I don't wanna. The dude's gonna stand up. Like, the dude is going to stand up. One of these times. Okay, just a test. Just a test, okay? Just a test. That cabin was clear. Cabin was not clear. Test failed. I might have to admit defeat. The earliest I've ever done it. I might have to. I'm so fucking scared. You don't understand. This is like poison directly injected into my brain. What a brilliant concept. This is gonna be a hell of a VOD. It's gonna be like a 40-minute VOD in which 10 minutes is me tinkering with OBS and 30 minutes is me staring at a cabin wall. fuck is that? Did you hear that? I swear I heard something upstairs. I don't want. This is terrible as like a viewing experience because I actively want to avoid any possibility of actual scary things happening. This is a great wood texture. It's probably just like a photo of some wood, but I love the cracking on it. Gotta go up. You heard that, right? You heard that. There's like banging intermittently. Uh, Everybody's saying no. I am not crazy. I am not crazy. The moment those legs move, I am shutting the game off. I am making that promise to you now. The moment anything happens with those legs, I am shutting the game off. Did you see the frog yet? I saw the frog. I swear I did, didn't I? Let's try it. The frog was haunted. The frog was Skinamarink. Oh, I typed that before I saw it? Okay. What was the ghost? I don't know. I didn't trigger the ghost. I guess I wasn't observant enough. Because some of them have to be, like, super subtle movement, right? They can't all be stomping footsteps, screen goes red. It's an anomaly horror game. You have to check every detail. Most of these have, like, a zoom function. Does not appear this one does. You factory a cabin hard enough? Uh, New light novel title. I was just a normal log cabin that was falsely condemned by a coward auditor, so now I live in the countryside. Not even all that outlandish by isekai standards. Also, the constant static in the background is just gonna make this VOD utterly unlistenable. I really wish there was something I could do about that, but I've exhausted all my options. There are plushes in the Why does there have to be ambient thunder pre-programmed into these fucking prefab cabins? Man. Who are we selling these to? Like, actually who? When I booted up the game, I thought, oh, it's like prefab cabins for, like, log cabining. You know? Haven't you ever been to a haunted house attraction? You know, that might explain some of the extreme adverse reaction I'm having. I'm super weak to haunted house attractions. Even super chintzy ones. Like, I went to a tourist trap on, like, the Oregon coast one time that was, like, super rinky-dink. Like, I think it was hooked up to, like, a Ripley's Believe It or Not, that level of, like, tourist trap. And it was just, like, a little themed walk through the Egyptian exhibit and mummies jump out at you and what have you. I was so fucking scared the entire time. This specific type of spookums is poison for the Becky. I also don't like that this is an environment that is set up for me to be, like, for it to be very difficult for me to run. There's so many tight turns. Ted here seems fine. It's vaguely Nico-Bellic. Maybe the haunting of Ted here is that he will slowly metamorphose into different mid-2000s action protagonists. Wait, is that another door? This door is not interactable. I've tried. And thank fuck for that. It is there every time. Okay, you don't hear that. You don't hear that, like, banging in the background. Every so often. It's extremely subtle. It's entirely possible it's getting eliminated by Twitch compression. We appear to be fine. That was a clear cabin. I think we need to fully go up the stairs onto the second floor to trigger anything. Well, there's a problem with that, Lieutenant. And the problem is, I would rather chew glass than go all the way up that last step and isolate myself with the legs. You understand? I would rather go through that one Black Ops torture scene than to go up that last step. Why are you such a coward? Fucking, I streamed all of Amnesia the Gunpowder. I streamed all of Fear the Spotlight, Pro Country, some other thing. Fuck it, I can reinstall Ad Infinitum eventually. Silent Hill 2 remake, yeah, and Dead Space remake. I did all of that shit. So Jack feels around skill every minute. Every minute. I'm really grounding myself in the experience of being my protagonists. It's upstairs, there's nothing scary upstairs. Bad stuff only happens when you go down. Star Pressure would be the first to die in a slasher movie. The very first. What the fuck? This is not normal. This is not normal. You can see that this is not normal. Look, there's several giant plushies. Big stuffies. Go in, friends? Fuck. Fine. I guess I need to check whether they're moving, don't I? Why is this so unsettling? These are giant stuffed animals. This feels like such an obvious thing telling me not to move forward. Ted, are you okay? Ted is having dinner with a friend. I'm not. Okay. I'm not, like, gonna. This is what happens when we go find as a scenario girl. I mean, nothing was moving in there is the problem. Like, nothing was. I didn't move in far enough to see if anything was gonna move. It's insidious. If the anomaly is not just, is there anything different? It's, is anything moving? You gotta confirm this reaction. Fuck. Well, if there's a scare, it'll probably not be directly focused on the legs. So I have that. Door open? No, it is closed. Ted, buddy, how you doing? You enjoying Robbie the Rabbit over here? I hope my audio settings are picking up my deep gasps of dismay and discontent. What does the frog look like? I'm pretty sure the frog is... No, that's an alligator. Just have the exact same color scheme as the frog. There's nothing up here. Oh, the frog is big. Frog is big. Big frog. Big frog. Frog big. My hand is hovering over the pause button. Like... Okay. I did the last step. Nothing moved. Nothing moved, so what does that mean? Is this cabin fine? Are we gonna sell this? Fuck it. Oh my god, it wasn't haunted. At least given the parameters that the company considers haunted. We're gonna sell that. We are going to sell that. Why does it get darker when I approach the cabin? Why is that? Wish I was screaming, which I feel right now, man. Someone modding a gun, make the game into Doom, but the guns don't work on ghosts, Postumus. Get with the program. Go into those rooms and it's full of jumbo plushies. You are safe. Somebody hasn't seen perfect blue. The fact is, how goes the cabin factory meeting deadlines? Hello, Sax. I am more viscerally uncomfortable and afraid to play anymore in this game than I have been in any other game I've streamed. I can't I can't stomach it. She encountered one single scare in 1 hour. Yeah, and you saw how violent that scare was. For content. For content. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, that's just. I thought that was like a figure. It was the dust. Where is normal? Where is normal? Woman. Woman normal. Normal woman. Counterpart to normal man. Rocking chair is normal. Was that an orb? No, that was dust. How expensive do you think it is to mass produce these wax dummies? And just send them out on the conveyor belt in the same position over and over. Ugh. Oh, get out? What? Get out? Get. Would you see something? No, there's nothing? Okay. North of $20. Quite likely, I think. Ted? That's fine. Wait, what's with his ADMS? Tara, please retype what you were typing. This is the least opportune. Arms? He's a recovering addict. He has to shake. Are his arms shaking? I can't tell. From a distance, it kind of looks like they are. I noticed that before. Up close, I don't know. I think they're just in a weird position. Googled how to spell Zach Bagans and got articles from a few days ago about him talking about how the Annabelle doll claimed another. Anytime I think, oh, so I watched Zach Bagans for many years. Um, and for a time, I thought he was a pretty good entertainer. Now I'm always going. Do I even have the like? Do I have enough distance to run? Ted is back from his break. He is now looking at me. I fucking try, just book it. Howdy, partner. Don't fuck with me, Ted. Oh, game defeated. We have 3 out of 8 habits. Dam? No, these are cabins, not dams. Dam factory would take much longer to inspect. I uh so Zach Bagans, right? Um what was I even saying? Right. So I'm always gonna associate him with the live stream he did, the live episode of Ghost Adventures, where the whole thing was themed around, oh, I'm gonna open the Dybbuk box that I've got in my haunted museum. The Dybbuk box is like the scariest, craziest artifact in Jewish folklore. And then he brings on a rabbi, like a super legitimate rabbi, and apparently forgets to give him the script. So he asks the this like super wizened, like cool old man in very orthodox religious garb, hey, can you tell me anything about the folklore of the Dybbuk box in your faith? And dude's like, well, it's not really real. The Dybbuk box isn't a thing. At least not how you're presenting it. And then Zach Bacon's like just goes, okay. And then like stands around, and then they seem to like readjust and catch on again, like their pathing has been reset. And then the rabbi just starts talking about the mythology of the Dybbuk box. That like is pulled straight from movies and shit. Do you remember when Zach got attacked by that ghost? Fucking, he got attacked by ghosts every other week. That dude has more scratches on him than a cat post. Remember that time he had sex with a ghost? I feel like I've referenced that on stream multiple times, but it bears repeating, like, a lot. Zach Bagans canonically had sex with a ghost. That's not like a joke. That's not like a bit. There was an episode. Something just cry, or did I trick myself into hearing that? Oh well. There's an episode where Zach Bagans was like encountering the spirit of like an old. I don't remember if she was like a sex worker or like a murdered maiden on her wedding day or something. She was a ghost who Zach characterized as like desperately seeking man, and then he offered himself up to her in bed, and the editing of and framing of the episode implies that he had sex with a ghost. Good news is it's doubtful Ted will ever scare you again. No, so see, the problem with these anomaly horror games is that the same thing can scare you in multiple different ways. We still haven't had him get up and fucking stand and chase me. Sometimes you gotta fuck Ghost? I mean, yeah. Like, I don't disagree. Good for him, but... Holy shit again? What if you turn around and he's just not in the chair? One of these days, he's gonna be waiting from outside. Right outside the front door. Or blocking my path to the front door. Why is this up here? Who is this for? Nope, 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 nope. Nope, we're done. Nope, we're done. Don't see it? I'll unpause it for 5 seconds. Take a look at the fucking screen. Okay, we're done. We are done. I'm not doing that. I am not interfacing with that. No thank you. No thanks. Bye bye. Nuh-uh. No. What if she was also a wax doll? Well, Tara, explain to me how you think a painting explodes out into a full body wax doll while I am inspecting it, and it does not count as haunted. Pranksters? God, okay. Posh says, reading articles on the guy that died of the Annabelle thing, I assume. Was touring around with the Annabelle doll, cause of death unknown, doll was not with him at the time of death. Funny is that all the ghost hunter types are now being like, no, you idiots, the doll didn't kill him, his family's grieving, it's not real. Well, don't you know that people never just randomly die? People never just die, like, of an aneurysm, or aortic rupture, or stroke, or, like, cardiac arrhythmia, or anything like that. Cause of all human death is closely related in proximity to which haunted artifact you are nearest at the time. Anyways, ghosts are fake unless they're in a cabin that is in a factory. That fucked me up so bad. I cannot overstate how much that fucked me up so bad. Like, holy shit. I would love to restream this and maybe be less of a coward with it, but I think I would have to have a partner, and that would go against the spirit of the cabin factory. And also, I don't actually want, when I said I would love to restream this, I was lying. What I meant was it would probably be good content, but I was lying. This would have been a perfect shitstorm episode, perfect length and everything. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Man, we're in a fucking horror game renaissance right now. It's the perfect time for shitstorm to exist, and they died right before it started. When I was in kindergarten, one of my classmates died, but it was a religious school, so they told us God could just take us at any time. Fucked me up for years. Oh my god, star pressure. When I was in kindergarten, all they told me was 9/11 was an accident. They didn't tell me anything about ghosts or God. Remember, kids, God will kill you at random. uh, I, I'm gonna, I'm gonna just like stop the stream. Like, this is gonna be a super short stream, but I need to jam the rest of my night for as long as I'm awake, full of things that will ensure that I do not go to bed thinking about the Cabin Factory, okay? Because if I have the Cabin Factory themed dreams tonight, I'm gonna actually melt down. I'm gonna actually melt down. Don't let it set in. God damn it. No, yeah, I actually can't handle this. You can hear the terror and indignation in my voice. Rebecca on estrogen for one day, and suddenly she's acting like a big girl coward. Oh, yeah, I'm sure the 2 milligrams in my bloodstream right now are really fucking me up something fierce. No, I'm so you know that feeling. If you watched my Exit 8 stream, do you remember how viscerally afraid and upset I got when the lights turned off? Even though nothing else happened, when those lights turned off, brain just bleh. The literally the entire play experience of the Cabin Factory has instilled that feeling in me every single second. And that's an achievement. Like if you think you've got a spine of steel more so than old Becky here, pick this game up. It's super cheap. I think it's like $4 or $5, and it regularly goes on sale for less. Like I got this for pennies, so it's not. I'm not super chuffed that I'm probably never going to play it again. 8 hours on 2 milligrams of estrogen has given Becky the phobia she's had the entire time she's been streaming. True. True. Lol, are you kidding? I couldn't play this game. It seems terrifying. You see? You see? You see? You understand? I'm not a coward. I'm not a coward. I simply have a very strong survival instinct. You check the weather forecast, see if the storms are finally stopped for now. Yeah, all of next week should be pretty sunny. That means I can do BWE again, finally. And, uh, I don't know when the next time I'm going to play a horror game on stream is. After this shit. Let me actually see what's all in my queue. My planned streaming queue. Ah, fuck. Conscript is there, yeah. Oh man, Conscript is supposed to be super good. I might have to stream Conscript pretty soon. Yeah, I don't know. I want to stream Yume Nikki at some point. In one of the next like one-off deck streams I do. But I got to do a little bit of tinkering with it apparently to fix some audio issues, some very very minor audio issues. Because unlike with the Cabin Factory, audio issues with Yume Nikki are actually a known thing, and they provide instructions for how to fix them. Stream Uma Musume become one with the bandwagon? No. I'm not gonna stream. Well, for one, I'm not gonna stream any gacha game. That's gacha games are for me and whatever creator exists to shame me at the end of my life. For two, I'm not gonna stream Uma Musume unless everybody just donates me money to roll with, and we just turn it into one of them whaling streams. So, I mean, if you're offering, that's the offer. Those are my parameters. And also, I will demand more and more and more money until I get Gold Ship. Gold Ship is the only Uma Musume character I currently care about. Tara just kicked in 200 bits. Thank you, Tara. I'm gonna go now. I'm so upset. I'm like, I've had the game turned off for like 10 minutes and I'm crying now. Well, partially because I barely blinked for like 8 of those minutes. But still, the principle of it. Gold Ship is free? Gold Ship is free? Okay. Well. We'll see. You have Gold Ship, it came with your Xbox. Good stream, great stream, fun hanging out. Yep. Enjoy laughing in hindsight at my cowardice, everyone. Cabin Factory, good game. So afraid of it that I'm probably not even going to watch anyone else play it to see what scares I missed. Probably not even that. Yeah. All right. Yeah, that's it. That's all she wrote. Who's streaming right now? Can I raid anyone? Got 8 people here. Um, fuck it. I'll raid Rock Soldier. Rock Soldier's online. Slash raid Rock Soldier 97. Yeah, thanks for coming, everybody. Stick around for the raid. Hit that raid button. See you Monday for BWE. Bye bye.